What's going on, you guys? This is Trent here at Rexburg Motorsports, here to do another machine walk around with you. Now, today we're going to talk about Can-Am's revolutionary Spyder RT model. Now, wait a second. Can-Am doesn't have the Spyder looking like this anymore. Now that's better. Okay, so in 1 year, they went from looking like that red one to this. This last fall, Can-Am released an all-new RT model, and man, is it a looker. They did a ton of stuff to this machine to make it better for the whole cruising experience. They lowered the center of gravity quite a bit, so that your handling characteristics are a lot better. They kept the same 1330 inline triple motor that is a great smooth motor for cruising, but they did so much stuff to this to make the rider experience better. So I wanted to bring this machine up to you and show you why this can be the best cruiser for you. You got to put the foot on the brake, shift it into first. So this has got a 6-speed semi-automatic transmission. So there's no clutch. If you're in a higher gear and you come to a stop, it's going to shift down for you, which is pretty cool. This machine is pretty peppy, honestly. This 1330, you know, they set it up a little bit more for torque. It's got good gear ratios. It's actually got a little indicator right above the gear to tell you when to shift up to optimize fuel mileage. And that's kind of cool. Cruises around nice with this windshield. I can feel the wind on my head right there at the lowest setting. But right there it's gone away and it's got a lot more height. So I stand at about 5'8", and so for those of you that is 6 foot, you know, once you're at the higher level, you probably won't feel that anymore, which is pretty awesome. Cruises around real nice. It's nice and stable. With that lower center of gravity, you can feel it's a lot more agile. That new display is way more visible, so much easier to look at. Wow, I'm surprised with how smooth the ride is, honestly. So with both the RT and with the RT Limited, you get heated hand grips for the driver. But with the RT Limited, that this is, you also get the heated seats that I have on low. Thought about that. And then you also have heated hand grips for the passenger that they can control, which is pretty cool. So some of the big things that they talked about with this new 2020 model that they released is how much more they focused on the long rides comfort. So they really set this thing up. They tell you on the site a lot that they set this thing up so that you can go on really long rides and just be ready for more. You're not going to get off fatigued. You're not going to get off, you know, sore. They really set this thing up so that you can go on the long rides and, you know, feel like you're ready to go for, you know, another 100 miles. You know, they talked about how with this new machine, it's got a 7-gallon fuel tank. And on that 7 gallons, they said the maximum you could see on that at steady speeds, so like highway riding, would be you were right about 250 miles. So good mileage out of this thing. When you've got the 6-speed transmission and you're just kind of cruising around in 6-speed, you know, we're sitting. Let's see here. Let's look at this. $60 miles an hour at 3,100 RPMs. So, you know, just kind of chugging along. This little inline 3 has plenty of oomph. Now, I'm curious to see when you're at 60. Let's drop her down just a touch. Okay, 60 miles an hour, top gear. Let's say you need to pass somebody. I'll roll it on. Yeah, it picks up pretty nice. Looks pretty good. Those heated hand warmers work really well. Okay, so you noticed I came up to the stop. I didn't touch the gear shift, and it shifted down from 6th to 2nd for me. That's that semi-automatic 6-speed at work. Wow. Okay, so that radio is awesome. Yeah, that 6-speaker stereo system on this thing is great. Super noisy, but very clear. Even with my helmet on, I can hear the audio just perfect, and that's pretty impressive. So it's got 2 different modes when it comes to power delivery and fuel consumption. It's got a normal mode and then an eco mode. It's weird still for me as a motorcycle rider to not have anything on the hands other than your throttle. Wow, it's a good bit more peppy in the normal mode. It also doesn't give you that shift light when you're in normal mode. It's only in eco mode that it gives you that shift light and tells you when to shift. That 6-speed feels awesome. It's super smooth on the shift. Like, you barely feel it. Unless you're doing an upshift, you barely feel it. So one big thing that I wanted to check out just right quick was one of the big focal points of this new RT was how much it lowered the center of gravity to help aid cornering in this machine. So we're coming up to some bends. Wow, super planted. Feels nice. Again, it blows my mind with how good this is over road chop. Man, they really set this thing up just so it is ready to cruise. Going over this road again on some of the lighter machines, I was scared for my life at a couple points, you know, going right about 55 on this old country road. You know, so if you're looking to do some long haul rides and you know that you're going to be on some rougher roads, to be completely honest with you, if it's going to be on 2 or 3 wheels, I'd probably take this Can-Am RT Limited. Feels awesome. Super, super predictable. Makes you want to go a little faster than you're supposed to, which is kind of funny. I can see the appeal. It hits different bumps with the front wheels, you know, from one another, but this thing just keeps on chugging along. Again, I'm going
A little faster than I should be on this road. There we go, get it slowed back down. But it does great. You know, the biggest thing on this whole machine is just being able to get out and to enjoy the freedom that motorcycling brings, you know, with not the same stresses as a motorcycle. You know, especially when it comes to the really big cruisers, you know, like that are set up to go long distances. They're so heavy, and so you've got to be, you know, very much so on top of weight management, you know, and stuff like that when it comes to controlling the thing, especially at low speeds. The cool thing with the Spyder is it completely takes that out of the equation. You know, not having to worry about tipping the thing over, not having to worry about the weight getting the better of you in a low speed corner is something that's pretty cool. You know, again, these things ride really, really well, very agile. There's not a whole lot of body roll, which is good, you know, with the three-wheeled thing, having the two wheels in the front and the one wheel in the back, you know, having too much body roll would be, you know, scary. But this thing, not much body roll. Just being able to just go out and have a good time is pretty awesome. If you've been nervous about trying to decide if you wanted to jump on the Spyder bandwagon, I would recommend it. You know, come at least try one out. Come take one for a test drive. Come do this little loop that I've done. The original RT and ST models were kind of an acquired taste. You know, they felt quirky, you know, and you had to kind of, it was a getting used to type of thing. This new Spyder with this new chassis and with that same 1330 motor that they've been running for the last little while, it is so refined that literally anybody could jump on it and get comfortable right away. Very cool machine.
Come and check this Spyder out here at Rexburg Motorsports. We've got a bunch in stock. We'd love to show you these machines and get you hooked up on a test ride. Come and check out, see how Can-Am has made it so that your tours across the country or from state to state can be that much more fun on a Spyder. Thanks so much, and I appreciate you watching these videos. If you could, hit that subscribe button to Rexburg Motorsports and keep up to date to all the Rexburg Motorsports videos. Thanks so much.